everyone, and welcome to today's Drama Hospital reaction. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos or reactions. The sun is actually out today, which is why there's a big glow. It looks like I'm ascending from heaven, because that's where, like, the big French door is, and the sun is just coming through with a vengeance. So, fun, think about fun. Throwback to 2011. Alright, let's get to today's Drama Hospital reaction. Oh, so real quick, yesterday I tweeted I was binging Bones, and the guy who plays Lucas, Ryan Carnes, and Teresa, oh my goodness, what's her name? Who plays Sabrina, they were like in back-to-back episodes, so I tweeted and tagged them, and he favorited my tweet! So, you know, no big deal, but I like to announce whenever the cast favorites my tweets or something. Alright, so now let's go to today's Drama Hospital reaction. Okay, so, Johnny and Carlos are still at Sabrina's, and, she's, like, okay with holding them as long as there's a chance that Ava's still alive, but then Nathan knocks on the door, and Johnny and Carlos go into the back room, and he's like walking around, and I think he might have said that they've called off the search for Ava. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember. I know that makes me really bad. I saw it less than an hour ago. But he sees some blood on Sabrina's couch, and he does the trick where you talk really loud and then open and close the door, and fools Carlos. So Carlos walks out and promptly gets arrested, and he's trying to be like, "No, Sabrina, I forced her. I had a gun to her head. Don't hold her accountable." But who knows? I don't think they'll charge Sabrina with anything. I really don't, because at the end of the day, it kind of, I mean, I know she's not a doctor, but she's a nurse, and the Hippocratic Oath, you kind of have to help everyone, no matter who they are, so I don't think they can hold her on anything, and I don't think they really want to. And then Johnny is not in the apartment anymore. Where'd Johnny go? Johnny ran to Maxie's house, because then Maxie opens the door, and a bleeding John, well, I guess the bleeding technically stopped. He's there, and he wants her to help him disappear, and she's like, "Look, I can't knowingly help a criminal disappear. I could jeopardize the custody I have of my daughter, but, you know, if you just happen to take my keys and cash out of my purse while I'm in the shower, there's nothing I can do about that." And she dumps her purse out and everything, and Johnny does exactly what she says, and then she just stands there all sad because she thinks she'll never see Johnny again. True story. Okay, so, why do I keep yawning? So, Alexis and Julian's conversation continues. She tells him that Ava's most likely dead and that they called off the search. And she also tells him she's decided to represent him since, like, none of the charges against him actually happened. And she fills him in on the whole Luke thing. And then, why do I yawn? Okay, so she fills him in on the Luke thing, and then Michael comes barging in, and he's like, "Alexis, I want you to help get Sunny back in jail." And, one second. Argue the part, what did I write? Okay, so he wants Sunny back in jail, and Julian stands up for Sunny to Michael, and Michael's, like, not having it. And I'm like, what is life? Because Julian's like, you know, you should be appreciative, all that Sunny ever talked about was keeping you safe, and at least my son is appreciative. And Michael's like, hey, you didn't kill Tony Jones, and you didn't do this, you didn't do that. It's a totally different situation. Go away, Julian, and basically just storms out. And, you know, here's my question I pose to you. Does appreciating mean forgetting what Sunny did? I mean, I don't know. Is there a right answer? Like, is anything the right thing to do? What do you think? Okay, so Morgan is, like, the only person that is, like, thrilled that Sunny's getting pardoned, like, besides Carly. And Kiki stands up to Sunny and, like, doesn't let him hold Avery until she's content that Sunny did everything he could for Ava. That was a scary face. I turned into a demon for a moment. Everything he could for Ava, then she's kind of like, whatever, she's content. And he's holding Avery, and then as he's leaving, he's like, I'll be ready, I'll pick her up tomorrow. And they're like, what? So Kiki's really upset, and Sunny's apparently thinks he's going to take Avery right about now. So, real fast, Olivia and Michael kind of had a conversation right in the beginning, And, you know, Michael isn't just going to table his rage. Like, he's just going to be upset at Sunny. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be able to table my rage. Like, yeah. I don't think there's any chance of a real reconciliation in the near future because of this pardon business. And Ned is upset about Sunny's pardon as well. What is wrong with me? What? I don't yawn all day until, maybe it's because I talk too fast and I don't breathe enough. That's what I think it is. That's what I think it is. Deep breaths. So Ned's upset about Sunny's pardon too, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, but is anyone picking up, like, the little stabs they're doing at anti-vaxxers with this whole flu vaccine thing? Like, I don't know. Do you feel like the little bit of, like, shade they're throwing at anti-vaxxers? Because I felt it today. I definitely felt it. They brought it up more than once, so, yeah. And Ned and Olivia are besties again. And then Ned sees Alexis with Julian in his room. Dun, dun, dun. I think Ned and Alexis are pretty much done. I'm sorry, but I do. Okay, I'm not sorry. I'm very not sorry. They're definitely, like, almost done. Just saying. And Franco. This was a little bizarre until I figured out what was going on, and then it was even more bizarre. So Nina gets through to Franco, kind of, and he says that he remembers her. And then he's going on and on about how he cut his arm off. And I'm, like, so confused, right? I'm like, alright, whatever. What are they doing? And it took me too long, guys. Especially for someone who just spent a whole morning a few days ago, like, delving into this again. Okay, so I don't know if any of you... Okay, so let's back up for 2 seconds. James Franco originated this role of Franco on General Hospital. Duh. Because, like, why else would the character be named Franco? That's why. James Franco also appeared in an Oscar-nominated film called 127 Hours, where he portrayed Aaron Ralston, who had to cut his arm off to survive. So, in case you didn't catch the whole arm thing, that's it. That's the reference. And I'm like, oh my god, it's 127 Hours reference. And I love that movie. I did. Although I didn't technically watch the amputation scene. If you count this as watching it, then I did. But if you don't, then I didn't. So, finally, like, I was like, oh my god, he thinks he's James Franco, and then he goes on about hosting the Oscars, and then it became, like, plainly obvious, and he thinks he thinks Nina's Anne Hathaway, and apparently so do I. So, I am so curious to where they're going with this. I really am. I am so intrigued. It took me too long to get the 127 Hours reference. Just the other day, a while ago, I don't know, I woke up and I was like, I need to watch a scene from 127 Hours, and I just like, kind of watched the whole movie. Yeah. That's what happened to me some mornings. Some mornings I'm just like Survivor films. Alright, that is it for today's General Hospital reaction. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to our channel. We're like way close to 300, and it's like kind of freaking me out a little bit in a good way. I will see you tomorrow for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you've had a great day thus far. And my tripod's gonna be here tomorrow, so snaps. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!